Warwickshire kick-started their Yorkshire YB40 season as they defeated Sussex by just 8 runs in a thriller at the BrightonHoveJobs.com ground in Hove. Put in after the match was reduced to a 21 over per side contest, Baron Chopra made a good start for the Group A strugglers, who came into this match with 3 defeats and a no result from their first 4 matches. They were soon in a bit of bother again here as Chris Jordan pulled off a quite extraordinary one-handed catch to remove Will Porterfield. It was one which will be remembered for some time. Then in the next over, the 4th, Jordan got in on the act with the ball as Jim Troughton went on the pull but found Luke Wright in the deep rather than the boundary he was looking for. The Bears needed a response in what was effectively a 2020 game, and they got one from Chopra and Tim Ambrose. With the loss of those early pair of wickets, they couldn't really afford to go hell for leather, but they found the boundaries from time to time to put the pressure back onto their hosts. Between them, they added a quick-fire 51 in 7.5 overs, taking the total to 74 with 10 overs of their innings remaining. But they had to get through those without Chopra, who, having made 28, was LBW to one of Michael Yardy's famous round-the-wicket darts. Ambrose then struck the first 6 of the innings at the start of the 14th over, helping Chris Liddle over the backward square leg boundary. But 4 balls later, after racing to 40, Ambrose carved a wide-ish ball straight to Lewis Hatchett, who clung on well. That put Warwickshire on 90 for 4, and they needed a strong finish, something that Darren Maddy looked like he was going to give them. He started to find the boundary often, with 3 fours being struck off 3 successive deliveries, as he carried the total along to 112 for 4 as we entered the final 5 overs. He dominated a partnership of 31 with Ricky Clark, who, with the total on 121, was bowled by Jordan as he tried to go for a late cut. Maddy was not to be put off by that, however, and he thumped Yardy for his first maximum. It went a long way, before he lost Stefan Pilot at the other end, as he was held by Ben Brown off Jordan for 7 in the penultimate over. The last one was a very good one for the Bears. Liddle went for 15 runs, and that included 2 further 6s from Maddy, who looked in prime form. His extremely clean hitting was giving last season's beaten finalists and the 2010 winners a real chance of getting off the mark in this season's 40-over competition. Maddy was out to the last ball of the innings for a 25-ball 49, but it helped his side to a competitive 157 for 7, with Jordan the pick of the Sharks attack, with figures of 3 for 27 from his 5 overs. Sussex then made a poor start to their reply, losing 2 wickets in the first 5 balls delivered by Chris Wright. Chris Nash went on the pull, but beaten for pace, scooped the ball to Ambrose behind. Then 2 balls later, Rory Hamilton-Brown tried something similar, only to be brilliantly held in the deep by Clark. He left for a duck with his side on 2 for 2. Sussex did at least have Luke Wright, and he got things moving in the right direction by hammering Clark for a 6, even though Clark's opening 2 overs cost only 10 runs. The Sharks had moved along to 39 for 2 after 5, leaving them with much to do, but Boyd Runkin charged in, and the quicker he charged, the faster the ball went to the boundary. This wonderful shot from Ed Joyce actually cleared it. The 50 stand between Wright and Joyce arrived off 36 balls as Rankin's first 2 overs went for 24, but then the Bears started to put the squeeze on until Wright opened up again after a quiet spell. Otherwise, a single here and a well-run 2 there took the Sharks to 74 for 2 at the end of 10, but they then lost Joyce, who on 31 took on Jitan Patel, but was held by Wright with a well-judged catch. So we were now at the big moments of the game, and Yardy eased the home side's nerves by launching Pilot over wide long on for another 6. The next ball, the match was opened up again as Wright clipped Patel to mid-wicket to depart with 44 runs to his name off 36 balls. He was out with his team on 89 for 4 at the start of the 13th over, leaving it to Yardy and Joe Gatting to bring up the 100 in the 15th. Now this pair had to keep the boundaries coming, with the target still a very reachable one, with time just about on the home team's side. Indeed, they were left requiring 47 off the last 36 balls. So it was now the Bears who needed quick wickets or a tight over, Rankin provided the latter with only 2 runs coming off the 17th over, while Wright did the former by having Yardy caught on the mid-wicket boundary by Maddie. Yardy was gone for a runner ball 25. He was out with a total on 122 for 5, leaving his side needing 36 runs off 21 balls. It was going to be a tight finish now, and Matt Machin and Gatting tried to turn the game back in their side's favour. They took 10 off Rankin's 4th over, the final one of the second power play, and now the Sharks required 24 of the last 2 overs. To add to the increasing drama, the rain started to fall again, and Wright's over went for only 6, as he finished with figures of 3 for 27 from 4. Needing 18 off the last, bowled by Rankin, Machin screamed a cut to the rope's second ball. But to the next delivery, Rankin yorked the batsman to confirm a first win for the Bears. He then made it absolutely certain with his next delivery, a sensational fast yorker, which had Brown LBW for a golden. So the Sharks ended on 149 for 7 to lose by just 8 runs, a result which leaves them 4 points behind Group A leaders Nottinghamshire, who also have a game in hand. Warwickshire are off the bottom of the group and have a chance to advance further when playing at Worcestershire on Saturday.